Hey, how's everyone today? So this is basically part 3 of the unboxing of my Athearn Genesis SD-70m. So basically what I'm doing now, after cleaning up the wheels on the trucks, is we're just going to put a little bit of grease on the worm gears. I already got one cover taken off. And what I like to use for grease is just some plastic friendly dielectric grease. Now this, as I stated in the previous videos about this locomotive, it was a shelf display its whole life, and this is the early Athearn Genesis run. I do believe the first gen. It's the yellow box. So I will just dab a little bit of grease on the worm gear. Actually, it's probably a little better if I just use my tweezers here. I just don't need to put a heck of a whole lot on there. Now, this stuff will normally, I'm not taking the truck covers off because this will work its way through the axle gears too. So I'm just going to spread it around a little bit like that. And it's completely dry. Not much left. Actually, I wonder if any was even put on it. And then I use a plastic-friendly sewing machine oil. Now, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's two little square bearings on each side. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of oil. Not a whole lot, just a little dab like that. And hopefully the camera's picking it up. I think a little much came out of there. But I can wipe the excess off later. But the biggest thing is I wanted to get the grease on the worm gear. So that is taken care of there. And also, for a little bit smoother operation, I'm just going to put this gently on its side. Oop. Oh, I didn't mean for that to pop off. Oops. I didn't want that to come right out. My mistake. I'll have to fix that. So if you ever do that by accident like I just did, you just got to turn the bearings until they go flush back into their spot like that. Alright, and the covers here, they just pop back on. It's not hard to do. Just patience. Like if anything, with making models. There. Just wait for it to clip back in and should be good. Let me just wipe these off right quick. Alright, I just want to make sure they're seated in there. Push down. No, that one didn't pop on. So I'll have to. Usually they pop on pretty easy. This one's going to make me look like a fool. Yeah, normally they just very easily go in there. But this one's like, nope, I'm not doing it. Yeah, the two on the front don't want to pop in. Sorry if my hand's getting in the way. There. Should pop in now. There. There we go. Perfect. Alright, that truck cover's back on. Here, let me gently put this on its side here. Like that. If the camera's picking it up, I'm going to want to put a little bit of oil in between, just right in between here and here. so I am going to just put a little dab. Alright, there. I got a tiny little bit on the flywheel, but that's okay. Oh, I'll have to get it from this end. Just a little dab. Oh, got some on the flywheel. I'll have to wipe it off. That's okay. That's what I got that for. Just in case that happens. A little bit on the flywheel there. I don't think any got down in there. It just kind of went up on the flywheel. There we go. That worked excellent. I don't have a needle to stick in there, so sometimes I can get a little access on there, but that's okay. Like yeah, that makes it coming out of the nozzle a little easier. I don't have one at the moment. Alright, so that is going great. That worked out perfectly. Alright, now hopefully the camera is picking it up. So, we want to piece of the locomotive stuck to the phone. Alright, so I'm gonna pull this cover off here, this worm gear cover. It should pop off pretty easily. Normally you just get one side on there, it just flicks off like that. And same thing as the last one. I'm just gonna put a little bit of grease on there, the dielectric grease. Oh no, I'll use my tweezers. Just about that much, and I'll move it around just like so, and that'll work its way into the axle gears too. I won't take the axle covers off unless I really need to. And then I'll just put a little bit of the sewing machine oil on it. Just a little dab. Not much. Right there and right there. And then I'll put the worm gear cover back on. It'll just snap just in place. Probably better than the other one because it dropped down a little bit on me. So it should just pop right off. Nope, not quite. Almost. There we go. There, it clipped right on there. That's excellent. So that is great. So that is all good to go. Alright, so I am gonna pause the video for one moment and I will be right back. Alright, now that I got the shell back on the chassis, I'm pretty sure everything is flush the way it's supposed to go. I'll find out soon enough when I go to put the couplers back on. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So I already got the this little that helps the coupler have a little bit of springness in it. These Katy couplers here don't have the little whiskers on them, so it comes with that little piece there to help. So I will just I'll put the coupler in there like so. Oh, I'm gonna make sure it's sitting down a little more flat than that. Might have to I have to wipe these pliers off for a second. Or sorry, tweezers, I meant to say, they're not pliers. Oh, almost. I just want it to stay flush with that as best as it can. It's going to give me a hard time. Okay, that's fine. I'll get the screw ready to put on. And then there's this little cover right here. This can be these can be a little finicky, and I have had them fall back in the chassis, yeah, like that there, but it didn't fall in the chassis that time, thank goodness. I just need it to stay in my tweezers. So I can get it screwed in. Alright, so I need that to stay there, I need that to go there. Alright, now carefully get the screw on the screwdriver. There we go, progress. And I'm just gonna, just so that it starts to grab, otherwise the coupler will be too tight. And you don't want that though, you want the coupler to be free to move. So that's about as tight as I want it, so the coupler is free to move. Now maybe the front one will be a little more forgiving for me. I'm not used to working on these older style Athearn Genesis. Actually, I'm not really used to Athearn Genesis at all because I don't really have a whole lot of them. So definitely not a model that I'm very familiar with. But it's all a learning process. That's what I love about this hobby. Hopefully the camera is picking all that up. I think so. Alright. And we'll get this cover back on, and I want to get the screw ready to go in too. So I'm gonna put this. Oh no! And that is why I need a proper engine cradle. Oh man, I'm glad my body was close to it, because that almost dumped it. Yeah, there, that's a blooper and a half. That could have been really bad. That's why I need a proper, and I don't know where people are getting those from at the moment. I've seen them. I'll have to check the eBay so I can have a proper cradle. Or that would have been really bad. I would have cried a lot if that fell on the floor. There, I got that in there. I think my heart skipped a few beats too. There, I don't want to make it too tight, but we'll get it in there. I feel like it's going in really tight. Tighter than it should. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I feel like it's cross-threading. Something is happening that I don't like. I gotta figure out what's going on. I feel like there's a bit of cross-threading happening. Let's go double check that. Oh, no, it shouldn't be. It should be going in there perfectly. There shouldn't be any issue at all. I'll just have to double check the screw. Make sure it's going in there straight. Okay, I think that's a little better. Okay, I just might have had it on the wrong angle. It's very easy to do that. Don't wanna cross thread anything. It's just horrible. Now this there, that is tight enough. Coupler can move freely. Now unfortunately with this particular model here, the bodies only held onto the chassis by clips, and after you mount the couplers on with the screws. Not one of my favorite designs, but it is what it is. Athearn, I think they pretty much do that with most of their models. That's how they clip them in. I think everything is all flush up and good to go. Now we can put the fuel tank cover back on. I just want to make sure I get that the right way. Okay, yeah, that is how it went. So I'll put the air reservoir hoses go towards the back of the locomotive. I just fumbled that piece. So these just clip right in. I might want to put it the right way first. Okay. Okay, there we go. This one goes here. Right in there like that. And this one here has, you see the little openings for the clip where it goes right in, and that'll hold it. It should hold it fairly snug in the place, like it shouldn't wobble or anything like that. Nope. It's in there really nice. I'll just give it a little poke with my tweezers. Yep, click there, click on that end. I should get a click on this end too, but I think we're good. Okay, yeah, that's sturdy. Alright, don't wanna fumble the locomotive. Heck no. And it was missing a sanding line in the front. That's okay though. I just made one out of metal. You can see it right there. I just use it's basically twist tie metal. I make my own grab irons and everything with them. So I'm just gonna pause this for a second and we'll go take it to the track. Alright, we are ready to go. I got a couple Atlantic Coastline passenger cars hooked up to it. And I'm just using, it's analog, so I'm just using my old analog controller, my old Tech 2, if you're wondering. I just got it kind of hiding here, so we'll just get that going up a little bit. And we are off. And let all that new grease and oil work its way through. It's already quieting up quite a bit than when I first ran it yesterday. Seems to be working pretty good. Here, I'll get the camera a little closer. Little zoom in here. Zoom in and out. Oh yeah, what a difference. It was a little noisier yesterday, but that is excellent. Let's see if I'll slow it down a little bit here. You can probably do a pretty good creep. That's not so bad. I got it at about 20. Uh-oh. Ew, no, it stopped. I think it needs a little more, oh, there it goes. It woke back up. That was kind of funny trying to do a creep with it. And here, I'll try again up there on the straight part. Let's try and get a better creep here. It would creep better on if I hook it up to my DCC controller. But yeah, I get much better crawling speeds with that. Oh, there's that. Bachmann switches are so bad for losing connection. I think after running a little while longer, it'll creep a lot better. Let me try it again around this turn here. Yeah, it's gonna need a little more work. A little more running time. but that's not bad for now. I'm okay with that. It might, when it hits that Bachmann switch there, it might... No, it's fine. It went around it okay. Those turnouts, I think, is the proper name. They can be, yeah, these Bachmann turnouts can be a little wonky. I'll have to try it later with my DCS50 DCC controller. I'll probably get... I know I can get better creep speeds out of it with that. Alright, crank up the throttle a little bit. I'll just have to let it run for a while. Overall, excellent locomotive. It's my first NS locomotive. Now that'll go around one more time, and then I'll end the video. That is pretty awesome. Alright, everyone take care. Have a good one. Like and subscribe if you wish. And take care. I'll have another video going soon.